magical epicathathram. A long time ago, in a peaceful village surrounded by green hills and sparkling rivers, lived a kind but poor farmer named Appu. He worked very hard every day, plowing the fields, planting crops, and taking care of his little hut. Even though he didn't have much, Appu was always smiling and ready to help anyone in need. One sunny morning, Appu was walking through the forest to collect firewood. As he chopped a small log, he heard a soft groan coming from behind the bushes. "Who's there?" Appu asked, walking carefully towards the sound. To his surprise, he found an old man with a long white beard sitting under a tree. The man looked tired and hungry. "Please help me, kind soul," the old man said. "I haven't eaten in days." Without thinking twice, Appu took out the only piece of roti he had and gave it to the old man. The old man smiled brightly and said, "You have a good heart, Appu. I am no ordinary man. I'm a wizard in disguise. And because of your kindness, I want to give you a gift." He pulled out a dusty old vessel, something that looked like a small pot, and said, "This is an epicathathram, a magical vessel. Just say, 'Epicathathram, give me food,' and it will give you any food you want." Appu couldn't believe his ears. He thanked the old wizard and ran back home, holding the pot tightly. That evening, Appu placed the pot on his table and said, "Epicathathram, give me food." Poof! Delicious food started flowing out of the pot: steaming rice, spicy curry, crispy papads, and sweet payasam. Appu clapped in joy. He had never seen so much tasty food in his life. From that day on, Appu never went hungry again. Soon, the news of the magical pot spread all over the village. One day, a greedy rich man named Kannan came to Appu's house. "Let me borrow your pot just for one day," Kannan said with a fake smile. "I want to show it to my children." Appu was kind-hearted and agreed. But little did he know that Kannan had other plans. As soon as Kannan got the pot, he locked his door and said, "Epicathathram, give me food." Poof! A grand feast appeared on his table. Kannan laughed loudly, "Haha! I will never return this pot." The next day, Appu came to take back the pot, but Kannan lied. "What pot? I don't know what you're talking about." Poor Appu walked back home, very sad. That night, the old wizard appeared in Appu's dream. "Don't worry, my friend," he said. "I have a plan. Tomorrow, go to Kannan's house with a sack and say you want to show him another magical gift." The next morning, Appu went to Kannan's house with a large sack and said, "Kannan sir, I found another magic item. Would you like to see?" Kannan, curious and greedy, opened the sack. As he bent down to look, Appu quickly said, "Sack, catch the thief." Swoosh! The sack sprang to life and swallowed Kannan inside, rolling and bouncing around the house. "Let me out!" "I'm sorry," Kannan cried. The sack finally stopped. Appu said, "Promise to return my epicathathram." "I promise. I promise," Kannan yelled. Appu let him out, and Kannan quickly returned the magical pot, begging for forgiveness. From then on, Appu used the pot not only to feed himself but also to help the poor and hungry in his village. People loved him even more, and his kindness became famous far and wide. The greedy Kannan, on the other hand, learned an important lesson: greed never wins, but kindness always does. And so, Appu lived happily ever after, with his magical epicathathram and a heart full of joy. Moral of the story: kindness is always rewarded, and greed only brings trouble. Share what you have, and magic will find its way to you. Thanks for watching, friends. Did you enjoy the magical story of the Appu? Remember, being kind like Appu is the real magic in life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more fun and magical stories every week. Click the bell icon so you never miss a new adventure. Bye bye for now. See you in the next story time.